The trends that BTS has created. Yeah, this video was 2 years ago. I don't know what kind of trends though. Can I think of any trends? I don't know off the top of my head.
Unlike other Korean groups, BTS lacked the resources and opportunities others had in the Korean music and entertainment industry. This is why they had to find ways of creating and spreading their own content. So naturally, there are some trends that BTS has accidentally created or helped popularize. So in this video, I'm going to rank some of them. But before, I want to highlight that I'm not saying that BTS invented all of the following things, just that they made them trends. I repeat, BTS did not invent all of these things. They just popularized them. So please watch the full video with my explanations before commenting. Also, a special thank you to Mega, who let me add some things from her Twitter thread. Number 11, popularizing big performances.
Hey, yeah.
I came across a tweet that said that BTS popularized putting 30, 50, or even 100 people on stage.
This didn't happen before because I haven't seen other people's concerts. This is the only concerts that I know. The concerts that I've only seen is BTS's. I mean, the on performance is legendary.
And on this video by the channel Heyday, Korean dancers said that BTS were the ones who started to have lots of dancers and that it became a hot topic when they did it.
근데 저렇게 진짜 댄서 많이 쓰기 시작한 게 방탄이 아마 시작일 거야. 엄청 이슈였어.
So I don't know if other groups had hundreds of backup dancers before, but the fact that BTS became a hot topic in the Korean dancing community when they did it shows that they at least helped popularize it.
This is legendary.
Number 10, the Tiny Sevens on Twitter. I want to clarify that ARMYs did not invent this, we just made it a trend. Although this had already been done before, it was in 2020 when media outlets and non-fans started noticing that a lot of Twitter accounts included a small 7 after their names. This was a way of celebrating and promoting the release of Map of the Soul 7, as well as their 7th anniversary. But the number 7 is so important to BTS that we never stopped using it, since it also represents the 7 members. This important album in BTS's career, BTS breaking
I like the leg
7-year
one.
streak of
Hobby
first,
was
as
doing.
well as Good Luck.
Also 7 like means of
Good luck.
Good luck, like right? Yeah, like jackpot.
Lucky number 7.
Yeah, lucky number 7.
And I say that this really became a trend when ARMYs started doing it because it was
I
the
mean,
first
also,
time.
what are the chances, right? 7 members, Lakpa, Jackie, Lucky. Yeah.
It
Them
was
all being
actually
together, it is
noticeable.
like
Around that time, there were a lot of articles explaining the
miracle,
trend to
perhaps.
locals who googled, what does the Tiny 7 on Twitter mean? This had such a big impact that many famous verified accounts joined the trend, such as Paper Magazine, Mason Ramsey, DJ Swivel, The Tonight Show, and The Late Late Show. Nowadays, it's extremely common for other fandoms to include a symbol that represents their favorite artist when they have a comeback. And I've also seen fans of movies, series, and YouTubers doing the same. Number 9, reacting to their own music videos.
That's also quite smart too, because if you see a certain emoji, you know, even the other people might not recognize their fans, but only the fans will recognize their fans. It's like those t-shirts, merchandise you see.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really couldn't find any other artists that released reactions to their own music videos before BTS. So even if someone did it before, their impact was not as big as BTS's, because since they did it, it became a common thing in K-pop, and now everyone does it. Number 8, unboxing their own
I don't know,
albums.
but I don't know if it was planned or not though. I mean, they might have been just watching it for fun too.
여기 CD가.
Ah, look at all the pink there. The albums, the
And
hair,
same goes with singers
everything
who
matching
do
with
unboxing
Jimin.
videos of their own albums. Suga has been doing unboxing and reviews since BTS's first album in
Really?
2013. And
That's
then all the guys from
cute.
BTS started doing the same. I really couldn't find other artists that did this before BTS. But the fact that now it's expected for K-pop acts to do this type of video shows that BTS at least
They set the
started
standard.
trend. Number
Yeah.
7, giving their fandoms a matching logo.
Beyond the scene, BTS.
It was always pretty common for singers to give their fandoms a name. However, BTS were the first to give their fandom a logo, and not any logo, but a matching fandom logo, in 2017. Since then, other groups have also given logos to their fandoms, and some of them also match their group logos. Number 6. Releasing music on Fridays.
Here in the United States, artists put out singles, 1 single, 2 single, 3 single, before the record drops. In South Korea, you don't do that.
For years, Korean artists have released their songs and albums on Mondays, since the tracking week for Korean music shows begins on this day and ends on Sundays. However, since BTS saw a real opportunity for success in the West, they've been releasing their music on Fridays, because the Billboard charts tracking week begins on Fridays and ends on Thursdays. So
Their goal is
releasing music
Billboard,
on
it's not just
Fridays
Korean
will
charts.
make the artists lose points in Korean charts, since only 3 days are
They
being
still win
counted
though.
instead of the full 7. However, BTS are the only ones that could release on Fridays and still accumulate enough points to sweep the entire following week
Sweep.
on music
No,
shows, with only
sweep.
3 days of tracking, as we've seen on music shows for the past years. So, since they started doing this, other Korean singers began doing the same, risking their first wins on Korean music shows and prioritizing their small chance in the Billboard charts. Number 5. Halloween dance practices.
These are hilarious. I haven't seen this one yet. The Go 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 one.
Dance practice videos have always been a common thing in K-pop. However, BTS were the first ones to release
Youngie looks
Halloween-themed
creepy
dance
there.
practices.
It looks
Sadly,
creepy.
they stopped
This is
tradition,
legendary
but the
though.
trend is still alive, since now it's a very common thing in K-pop. I want to quickly mention that the most recent Halloween content we had was this, and it's so funny, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Anyways, number 4, Twitter accounts.
정국이 생일 축하해요. 네, 정국 생일 축하해요.
BTS were the
me.
first Korean
Yeah,
artists
they always
to
feel
be
me that.
extremely active on social media, even before their debut. This was their only way of promoting themselves, since their label did not have the resources to promote them the
Teamwork
traditional
makes
way,
dream
which
work.
was on TV. This was around a time when interactions between K-pop acts and fans were heavily restricted and moderated by their companies. So BTS were the first ones to have real open communication via social media, especially on Twitter. This is why in 2017, BTS were nominated and got their first big American award, the Top Social Artist at the Billboard Music Awards. Only days after they got the award, many K-pop groups opened Twitter accounts and started releasing content similar to BTS's. Thanks to BTS, being active on social media is now a must in K-pop. Number 3, having their own YouTube channel.
Really? I feel like this is like a standard.
Nowadays, it's almost impossible for a group to debut without a YouTube channel
Yeah.
that includes casual content, such as blogs, behind the scenes, and other videos similar to BTS's Bangtan Bombs and Bangtan episodes. But it was not always like this. BTS have been releasing this type of casual behind-the-scenes content on their YouTube channel since
pre-debut.
but it was
Yeah.
only after BTS started gaining significant worldwide popularity that other groups started their own YouTube channels. And I really don't think it's a coincidence that all of these groups started
wasn't
their
Photoshop?
YouTube content on November of 2017. After they won their first Billboard Music Awards, there were groups that first created their YouTube channels, groups that revived their abandoned YouTube channels, and groups that rebranded their YouTube channels to include more personal content and not only music videos and performances. Of course, I'm not saying that
Jun looks
BTS
like a dad
invented
there.
having YouTube channels or releasing casual, more personal content. I actually found a couple of others that did the same, but none of them to the extent of BTS or as successful as them, proving that it was at least an inspiration to these other groups to do the same. Number 2, popularizing BeLive.
이번에서 뭐하게 자꾸 왜 자꾸 멈춰? 재미로 하는 거지.
Naver, the Google of Korea, launched their live video streaming service BeLive, also known as V-App, in 2015. The website had a couple of groups active since its release, but BTS were the ones who started gaining massive worldwide success around this time. Therefore, they were the ones that brought the most international traffic to the app. Nowadays, almost every K-pop artist uses this website, which now has 1,450 K-pop channels. And a fun
Wow.
fact, BTS's company HYBE has now bought BeLive, so it's not under Naver anymore.
That's
it's
a
under
gangster
Naver's
move.
company. But the app did not only become popular because BTS had live streams here. Since BTS were known for releasing more personal and casual content, BeLive saw a significant growth when they decided to release their own shows on the app. This is why number one is making their own online variety shows.
I wonder if there's people that literally don't listen to music. They know BTS just because of the variety shows, like Run BTS and The Soup.
The biggest type of content BTS has created is making their own online variety shows. Before them, there were a couple of K-pop groups that had their own variety shows, but all of them were filmed and broadcasted by Korean broadcasting stations.
Yeah.
And again, since BTS came from a very small company, they were not invited to pre-existing variety shows. And having a TV network...
I see a trend here, though. They didn't find a path for themselves, or they were small enough in their pre-debut, or it was a certain kind of a talk show or something like that wasn't in their taste. They created their own. That's a trend that I see too. If they don't like something, they create their own, and that becomes even more successful than they're supposed to do originally. If they don't like certain talk shows, they don't like certain things, well, I create my own. Maybe Suga didn't like they couldn't ask good questions of all the artists or for all the boys, so Suga was like, Suchuita, bring it on.
to use their own was even harder than being invited to one. This is why they created Run BTS, their own variety show available only online, and also the first variety show ever to not be affiliated to pre-existing broadcasting stations. Run BTS was filmed by their own staff and posted on BeLive for free, and their other show, Bon Voyage, was posted on the premium version of BeLive. And like I just mentioned, this show's popularity guaranteed the success of the app. Now, almost every Korean group has their own variety show with similar content to the one of Run BTS. The majority of them are easily accessible on YouTube or BeLive. And of course, since BTS became the biggest group in the world, they began to be invited to every variety show. And broadcasting stations are more than happy to premiere their other shows, such as In the Soup on cable TV. And get ready because Run BTS is coming back soon and we are getting lots of fun moments.
I'm only like in the first few episodes on Run BTS now. Yeah, I can definitely see that this was made 2 years ago.